Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Rafi and welcome to Rafi's vlog. If you're a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, I would like to extend my warm and sincere gratitude for always staying tuned to my YouTube videos. So, from the title written below, today we are going to discuss about the modes of transport to use here in Germany as an international student. When it comes to long holidays like summer and short holidays like spring, many international students like travel from one place to another. Basically, they try to search for the most affordable modes of transport to get them from one point to another. So today, I'm going to reveal to you my top 3 best modes of transport, and I hope that you will enjoy the rest of this video. So let's go on. The one topping the list is BlaBlaCar. Why do I say BlaBlaCar? So BlaBlaCar is basically a transport service that is being used in Europe, in the US, in Australia, and I think in other places that I do not know well of. When a person is traveling to a certain city, let's say he's traveling to Munich, and you are also traveling to Munich, you are able to connect with this driver and then you're able to go with him together as a Mitterfahrer. That's what they call it. So one of the advantages of BlaBlaCar is that BlaBlaCar is very, very cheap. So you get to spend between 5 to around 50 euros depending on the destination that you want. So if you're going in a short destination like from Leipzig to Berlin, then probably you'll be spending between 10 to 15 euros. Isn't that good? Isn't that cheap? Yes, it is. Another advantage of BlaBlaCar is that you are able to meet new people. So I'm that type of person who loves talking. I'm not a chatterbox, but many people call me a chatterbox. Okay, guilty as charged. I am a chatterbox anyway. So I love meeting new people and I love conversing on different topics, most especially politics. Politics of Africa and politics of Europe. You will have me glued. So in this BlaBlaCar, you'll be able to have a conversation with a driver if he knows English, and if he knows German, that's better. You'll be able to speak with him in German. The other advantage of BlaBlaCar is that it gets you to places where it's not publicly serviced by the transport here in this country. Like probably if the tram does not get to a certain point, BlaBlaCar can get you to that point. Most drivers opted to drop me just below my building where I live, like just on the doorstep. I didn't necessarily need to spend a lot of money. I was just dropped here at home and it was very convenient for me. The other thing about BlaBlaCar is that you can pick the driver you want, depending on the gender or maybe depending on the age. And basically, you can just pick the driver that you feel like and feel comfortable with. You can also check on the reviews from people. Like if this driver is really good, then probably he has almost a 4.9 star out of 5. So the fifth, I don't know whether it's the fifth advantage of BlaBlaCar is that you can locate the vehicle that you feel appropriate with, especially if you have luggages. So if you have a ton of luggage, you can be able to locate a vehicle that fits all the luggage that you have, which is very, very convenient. So going on, I know I love BlaBlaCar and it's number 1 in my list, but every mode of transport has an advantage and a disadvantage. So we go to the disadvantage. So one disadvantage is language barrier. Most of the time, you'll get a driver who does not speak English, only German and other foreign languages. This will be very, very difficult in communicating where you should be dropped off or where you should be picked up. And if the person does not speak in English, that's an opportunity for you to learn German. So take that ride and I promise you will not regret it. The other disadvantage about BlaBlaCar is the meeting point. So generally, the driver has the final say in that. Basically, if you're going to by München and the driver is going to München, you cannot tell him to extend his travel to take you to Garching. No, you'll have to highlight in München because he is stopping in München, and then you can maybe take a public transport to Garching. And that's also basically there's a lot of extra charges, especially in this meeting point. And sometimes in the meeting point, sometimes the driver may write a meeting point that you are clearly unaware of. So that can be disadvantage to you because you may end up using the public transport, and when you total all the costs that you have spent in BlaBlaCar and the public transport, it just seems so high for you. So number 2 is the Flixbus and Flixtrain. So these Flixbus and Flixtrain, these are one of the most recognizable and popular modes of transport here in Europe and in the US and probably maybe in Australia or something like that. So the first advantage of using a Flixbus or a Flixtrain is that train, that bus is very, very clean. It is very, very clean. When it arrives, the seats are very, very clean and there is no litter in that bus or in that train. The second advantage is that, well, Flixbus or Flixtrain, they are very, very punctual. They arrive and depart on time. So if you come some 5 minutes late or 2 minutes late, you will find they have already gone. Also, Flixbus have Wi-Fi and Flixtrain also has Wi-Fi. So it depends with the Flixbus that you use. Most buses have Wi-Fi and they are easily connectable, but others have Wi-Fi but they're not very connectable because probably they're just for the driver alone. And they also offer a snack or they have a drink bar whereby you can buy something to drink along the journey. But mostly this happens only on buses that travel long distance from Germany to Italy or from Germany to Denmark. So all of these buses need to have a toilet, a bar service, and they need to have Wi-Fi. And the most important thing I'm about to mention, Flixbus has a charging spot. Yes, whether in Flixbus or in Flixtrain. So you'll be able to charge your phone and you can be able to stay online, and yeah, which is very, very, very good and better as compared to BlaBlaCar, because BlaBlaCar is basically someone else's personal car. Another advantage of Flixbus is that it is easy to spot. Basically, these buses or trains have a lime green color. Flixbus and Flixtrain is also very cheap, depending on the destination you're headed to. But it might be also very, very high if probably you are buying a ticket a few days before your planned trip. Another disadvantage of Flixbus and Flixtrain is that there is a long distance to be covered. You can imagine staying like 7 hours or even 8 hours in the bus. It's very, very exhausting. So I remind you that I stated about Flixbus having Wi-Fi. Yes, it's also an advantage, but it's also a disadvantage whereby their Wi-Fi are not very reliable. Another disadvantage about using a Flixbus is the language barrier. Basically, you may find a driver speaking maybe German and cannot speak English. So that can be a bit straining, but please, you can use Google Translate. Happen to stumble upon a driver that does not speak like English. The disadvantage of Flixbus and Flixtrain is that you get extra cost to reserve a seat. If you just book without reservation, please don't forget to reserve yourself a seat. So my last transport mode of transport that you can use here in Germany as an international student is the Deutsche Bahn. I know you guys are laughing. The Deutsche Bahn. You're just like, oh, Deutsche Bahn, Germany railway. Oh my God, you can imagine. Yeah, that's the last. So I just told you my top three, like BlaBlaCar, Flixbus or Flixtrain, or Deutsche Bahn. This is the last one. I can say that the Deutsche Bahn is cheap. Yeah, it is cheap. Yes. Since last month, the German government have said that you can pay 49 euros per month. Means that you can travel around Germany. You can only use them on regional trains. Mind you, only regional trains. Like an IC looks like this. So this is an IC. This is how it looks like. Yes, don't take an IC with it. Basically, it's only meant for regional trains. So this is how regional trains look like. Yeah, as I'm showing you here. Yes. So these regional trains, basically they take a long time, from moving from maybe one city to another. So basically it really takes a long time. So grab your ticket, 49 euros, and travel around Germany and enjoy. So the other thing I noticed about the Deutsche Bahn is that especially these trains called the ICE, is that they have very comfortable seats. Like you can just sit and relax and feel all luxurious. Like their seats are very, very comfortable and you can easily even sleep and fall. So you can even press something there down and it goes like this and you're basically sorted out, like, and you just sit, relax, and no worry, kind of soge, no akuna matata. You just enjoy the view as the train goes by, and basically that's just first class treatment. Basically, you're in Maisha London anyway. So for people who have the bank card, who I also have the bank card, yeah. So these people, I get a discount price. So basically, because I am below 26. Yes, I know. I am turning 27 in December, but I'm still 26. So I'm below 26. So I get a 25% cut from all the tickets that I buy from Deutsche Bahn. So if I buy maybe a ticket that cost 50 euros, then there was a 25 cut. Becomes 25 euros. So basically I get to enjoy that luxury. So we move on to the disadvantage of Deutsche Bahn. I know there has been a lot of complaints filed against Deutsche Bahn, and there's been a lot of worries, a lot of concerns about this German railway and everything. But let me just tell you a disadvantage based on my personal experience. So there is so much delays, like basically you can stay on the railway track for between 20 to even 1 hour, like waiting for your train. And even it can even be 2 hours. Like it can even be 3 hours, like for God crying out loud. Like who does it? Like who does it than Germany? Who does it than Germany? Not all Germans are punctual, especially the Deutsche Bahn. It's not punctual, honey. It is not punctual. There's so many Verspätungs, like you will wait until, oh my God. I remember there was a time I waited for a very, very long time. And to be honest, I felt like I really, really regretted that day. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to be traveling with Deutsche Bahn anymore. I'm just going to be traveling with BlaBlaCar. I'm not going to be traveling with Deutsche. No. Well, that's it for me to you today. I just wanted to say thank you for always staying tuned to my YouTube videos and taking time during your busy time and busy schedules to just watch my YouTube videos and to see what I tell you about Germany and studying and living here in Germany. So more videos to come, and definitely please don't forget to like, comment, click on the notification bell to always stay tuned to my YouTube videos. Thank you so much. Bye.